What's happening? It's Flynn Johnson, and welcome to part one on how I wrote my latest single, On You, by me and Hickey. I tend to stay away from lyric breakdowns, to be honest with you, just because it's hard for me to articulate how I write what I write. I think over the years it just kind of developed into a bit of a flow state. It doesn't help that this song has been in the vault for the last 2 years, so bear with me on this one, yeah? The first thing I wrote was the hook. Well, actually, I didn't write it down, because I don't write any of my hooks down. That's sort of my philosophy when it comes to approaching music. I think if I can't remember it, by the time I figure it out, then it's not the one. And if I ever have to write a hook down, you'll never hear it on a song of mine. I bet you got something on you. I just kept saying that to myself over and over again because there's narrative to it. I've never sold drugs, I've never carried weapons, I've never been in trouble in my life, but it's the assumption because I'm a young fella in a housing estate, in a tracksuit, in a group. And that's actually where the title came from as well, because I just kept saying that over and over again. Do you ever say something so many times that it starts sounding like different words, or the words start sounding weird, and the word Anya started to sound like the Irish name for a girl? So I actually had the title before I even wrote a thing down. The two verses are split up into two different perspectives. The first verse is from me, my perspective. The second verse is from the coppers. Fuck the police with a fingerless fist, try pinning the kid with different incidences because I proud day. It's exactly what I was talking about earlier. Because I'm in a group and I'm in a tracksuit and I'm in a housing state, I'm a threat in their eyes. I know criminals with bricks on top and won't resist to fill up a pig. That's a punchline and a declaration to be like, yo, I know some shit happens around here and I know some people, but I'm not one of them. And then the punchline references one of my favourite films of all time, Snatch. Criminals, brick top, fill up a pig. Bricktop is a criminal who feeds his pigs body parts. I just thought it was a clever way to get the point across. No priors, they look for shipments round here, so it's Bone Voyage. Wanna give me bars like a ghost royer patrolling on the zone, so I chose to fight him. You must have grown, boy. Nah, I just learned how to low fire. That's the attitude from both sides, really. It's how they see us and how we see them. So because we're kind of born into that bias, and we get to a certain age where we realise it's not really bias, there's actually a reason for it. That's where the next couple of lines come from there. Since play penitentiary and rocking in Pampers, I'm singing ASAB, what does it stand for? ASAB, what does it stand for? All screws are bastards. Shout out Tom. And then I also threw a Hot Fuzz reference in there where I said that's just how you interpret every year is my birthday. I knew I wanted to finish the verse on sort of like a cliffhanger and a closer at the same time, something cheeky. Why the fuck do you keep calling me a girl's name and I'll have that? Make the listener go, a girl's name? What's he talking about? And then it's the, I bet you got something on you. That's it for part one. Come back for part two, and in the meantime, go stream on you.